What's up guys, Cybermonkey with Today coming at you today. Today we're going to be making a war mace thing. Really excited, so let's get started. Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to need this banister spindle thing. You're going to need a 12mm dowel. You're going to need this metal pipe, you know, just curtain rod or anything. Then you're going to need some 3.5mm metal bits, a 12mm spade wood bit, a drill, a coping saw maybe, possibly some rasps, also clamps. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first step is you get your pipe, and then you set it against your spindle thing, and then you're just going to set it there until you see a length that's right, because we're going to spread it out like that and then put it over the end of it. So you're just going to mark a notch where you think it's right, and then you're just going to cut it off with a hacksaw. So yeah, that's been step one. Okay, so yeah, I forgot to mention you're going to use a Dremel to basically cut a line down from the notch to the end of the pipe. So yeah, I forgot to mention that, and then after you've cut the notch with the Dremel, then you get the hacksaw to cut the pipe off. Alright, so once you've ground in the line and then cut it there, you're going to get a little hammer, and then you're going to try and pry them apart and try and flatten it as much like this as you can. So it's basically going to go from this to this, and you can take off any paint there is on it if you want, but that's completely optional. So yeah, that was step two. Alright, so basically, when you've made your metal plate out of your pipe, you set the plate against this, and wherever it ends, you cut it off where it ends, basically. So yeah, that was step three. Alright, so by now you've cut that off and you've flattened out the plate. So basically, when you set it on top of that to try and see, you see there's an overhang. So to solve that problem, the spare scrap bit that you cut off of that, you basically set it on that and then you hammer it over the edges so it kind of forms around this. And if it forms around that, it will form on this because they're like the same bit of wood. So yeah, that's been step four. Alright, so once it fits flushly, you get some clamps, and then you just clamp it to the bit of wood, and then you get your metal drill bits, and then get your drill and drill 3 holes, 2 at the sides and 1 in the middle, and just it doesn't matter what you have. I'm just going to do nails because that's all I have right now. So yeah, basically do that on both sides, and then that's this half of the weapon done. Alright, so that's the metal plating done. It's looking cool, but I'm going to do my own little thing on the back here. Okay, at any point though, it's time to get on with a little hidden surprise on this side. Okay, so basically the idea this side is basically that a pointy stick, there's a little lever here, so when you push this, a pointy stick comes out the end, and then you can stab something, right? So basically, you get the length, like, there's dots on here somewhere. There, here we go. You get the length, the first dot is how long you want the pointy bit to be. The second dot is how long the actual thing is to be, with the lever in between the 2 dots. So yeah, and then once you've thought the desired length and the length of the rod, on the bit of wood you make a dot where you cut this side. So yeah, that's been step 1 of stage 2. Okay, so once you've cut the bits of wood that need to be cut, the next step is you need to get your 12mm spade bit, find the exact centre of your bit, and then just basically drill down as far as it'll go, or the length of your spiky bit. So yeah, that's the next step. Alright, once you found the centre and you drilled the hole, you're going to go right at the end, and then you're going to try and drill another hole down to think out to see where it started. Okay, so once you've drilled the hole, you have to try and figure out where the rod ends inside the bit of wood, then drill another hole, then you have to try and make a slot out of the 2 holes. Get it? A lot of holes. And this will all make sense later. Okay. Okay, so once you've made the slot, you basically have to go at the back of the slot, then make another slot. Okay? Alright, so once you've cut the groove, you get your spare bit of dowel, you put your hand on it, you make a mark, you make a groove at the end so they can attach together flushly, then you're going to drill a hole through it, then put a screw in it. Okay? Okay. Alright, so once you've done that, and it moves goodly, then guess what? You make another notch. Alright, so once you've cut the second groove, you're going to sharpen the end of the dowel. That's me done. It's looking pretty cool. The spike is really nice. And I can't wait for the demo. I've been Cybermonkey. See ya later.